Well, good afternoon. Here's a look at what we started the day with, that hazy sunrise from wildfire smoke that's still lingering in the valley and some of that ground fog as well. Kind of a pretty picture here with those two things happening. And this was in the Callaway area. Tiffany shared this photo with us. Appreciate that. And we still have some haze out there. This is our view in Fargo. You can see it a little bit here on our Skycam looking westward. Our air quality index right now, Fargo is more into the moderate category. So we've dropped back into the yellow after being in the orange earlier on, and other places are looking a little bit better, but just about everybody in the valley is in the yellow category or worse. And we do have this one little pocket of orange here into Beltrami County and surrounding areas, and that's that unhealthy for groups that are sensitive to pollutants in the air. So again, still some of that wildfire smoke lingering. We don't have much wind. It's just kind of hanging around the valley until we get something to sweep it out, and that's going to be the cold front that moves through later today. Looking at your radar and satellite map here, you can see the clouds more likely in the north, sunshine in the south. We've got some showers that are passing by right along the international border, and that will continue rolling eastward. And then we're looking west for that front, the development there. We'll have some thunderstorm chances first in our western counties and then moving east from there as we go through time tonight. So that's where we're looking for that potential for some severe weather. Now the wind has been lighter to the east, starting to see it pick up in southwestern parts of the viewing area. Jamestown, Valley City, seeing some gusts into the low 20s, so getting a little more brisk there. Temperatures are in the 70s for most areas, 75 in Fargo, it's 72 in Grand Forks, and most of us in that 70-degree range. Elbow Lake approaching 80, we're at 78 right now, and we'll see more places warm up into that 80-degree range this afternoon. So moving ahead to that 4 o'clock hour, you see these temperatures basically between 70 and 80, and looking at some partly cloudy skies, some areas a little more cloudy than others, and then we're looking west from there, and this is 4 p.m. on this particular model simulation. You see this kind of broken line. That's where development may be starting just to the west of us. And then it moves in toward that Devil's Lake Basin in that 5 to 6 o'clock hour, and then continues to kind of blossom as it does so. So you see each one of these individual cells being a supercell thunderstorm, potentially producing some very large hail, damaging wind gusts. The possibility is there for an isolated tornado. And it's especially going to be right as these storms are initiating and starting up this afternoon when we would have the greatest threat for severe weather. Now this will continue marching eastward into this evening, and you can see it's holding on some intensity as it crosses over from the North Dakota to Minnesota state line, but then it will rapidly weaken. And there may be a component of this that stays strong and kind of dives south as we head into the late night hours tonight. You see that by midnight, still dealing with some of these storms in places like Alexandria, Elbow Lake, back over to Sisseton, Wadena, and then that starts to clear out from there. So again, some of us could be pretty impacted by this as it moves through, and because it's scattered thunderstorms, some places may miss out. Now heading into tomorrow morning, a quieter start to the day, but even Wednesday may have a storm or two. Again, greatest threat for severe weather is in eastern North Dakota, but everybody has a chance for some storms. And I mentioned Wednesday, a lower risk, but still a marginal level 1 risk for some afternoon storms that may get more robust again and produce some hail. So next couple of days going to be very active, including today. Make sure you're keeping an eye on that VNL weather app and checking back with us for our newscast coming up this evening for the latest on this. And heat lovers, next week's looking good for you. Looking at 90s coming back.
I'm looking good for them. I don't know about for everybody else.
Yeah, not everybody loves the 90s.
All right. Thank you so much.